Hey there, kiddos. We are getting going on our reading and phonics. We're starting with phonics. Phonics is when we think about sounds. We think about the beginning, we think about the middle, we think about the end. Sometimes we think a lot about just the beginning, or we talk a lot about just the middle, or we talk a lot about just the end. And then all the time we're talking about how we sound it out and create the whole word. This week we're working extra hard on our friend Theo. Let's check him out behind over on the wall. He's moved over there. There's Mr. Theo. He's got his tongue sticking out. He is rather naughty. And he comes in words like then. I feel my tongue come out. Thick, three, or think. And we're working extra hard this week on SH, that Sherman. There he is. Shh. He gets so bothered by all his other five brothers that he tells them all the time, shh, shh, shh. And Sherman, he shows up in words like shell, ship, shirt, or shake. All right, well, let's go through our cards. Go through and think about those sounds that we're doing extra practice with. And those sounds, remember, can be at the beginning of a word, or those sounds can be at the end, okay? And you're doing this right along with people around you will hear you. SH says shh. VH says out it goes. G says ga. What? Why do I have two in a row? G says ga. I need to move you to the end there, mister. N says B says ba. P says pa. M says F says, oh, I felt and I noticed my mouth. And then with F, I felt, and I noticed my teeth. D says da. I noticed my tongue at the top. C says ka. I felt my throat that time. W says wah. It looked like I was going to kiss. Wah. J says ja. Oh, I felt that in the front. H says ha. Oh, I felt that in the back. Y says ya. Z says zzz. Oh, I felt it vibrate. K says ka. Felt it in the back. V says v. I see my teeth and I feel it vibrate. R says r. N says n. L says I see my tongue. Not as much as our friend Theo. TH says I see it a lot. L says I see it a little. Oh, that's maybe because L is for little. T says ta. I felt it at the top of my mouth. S says I feel my tongue moving. Q says qua. I says I, short I, piggy nose. A says ah, short A, push down the pancake. O says ah, short O, around that racetrack. E says eh. Oh, I'm cranky, make me smile. Ah, oh yeah. U says my belly hurts. T says ta. P says pa. D says da. X says x. That one's always fun because your whole mouth kind of goes x, like it's in shock. M says close it. B says ba. Oh, I see ba. I see my lips go ooh like that. CK says ka. Remember, that has a line there because CK together only comes at the end of a word. G says g. N says n. All right, we're going to sound these out. So what we're sounding out today, we're going to start out with our friend Theo in the front. by the fish, but sometimes I'm going to move him to the back and he's going to go to the end of the word because he can be at either one. All right, start with that tongue out. Ip, thip, ip, ship. Ooh, a big giant boat is a ship. G, ip, gip. Oh, you know what? I think I'm just going to change our vowel today and see what we get. App, fap. Thumb down. App, shap. Thumb down. Let's try a new vowel. Op, thop. Thumb down. Op, shop. Yeah, I like to shop. I do. I like that a lot. Ep, thep. Thumb down. Ep, shep. Thumb down on that. Up, thup. Hey, I saw up. I saw up. Oh, we got all excited. He saw his chunky monkey. Didn't make a word though. Up, shup. Nope, didn't make a word. Let's try a different sound at the end and see what we get. Id, thid. No. Id, shid. No. Add, shad. No. Add, fad. No. Odd, thawed. No. Well, let's try something even more different. Let's move those guys to the end. Remember, they can be at the end or the beginning. G, off, goth. B, off, both. Thumbs down. P, off, path. Thumbs down. Let's try it this way though. P, ath, path. Ooh, great one. I go walking on a path. B, ath, bath. Ooh, I do that sometimes too, of course. Ath, math. Ooh, we do that every single day at school. And let's try like that. If, myth. No. Pa, if, piff. No. Ba, if, biff. No. Ga, if, gif. No. Let's try some with this guy at the end. Ga, ish, gish. No. Ba, ish, bish. No. Pa, ish, pish. No. Ish, mish. No. Yay! Ish, fish. He got super excited. He's like, there I am. Duh, ish, dish. Perfect. Ka, ish, kish. No. Wa, ish, wish. Perfect. All right, I am going to show you Jill's fish. Libby Fish says, the story's about me. Remember, you need to do your highlighting. Highlight the whole word if it has a SH or a TH, and then put your box around our star words, okay? And remember, you must read this 5 times this week. Mrs. Atkinson, I have to be one of them on Seesaw. Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom, Grandma, Grandpa, Auntie, Uncle. cousin. As long as they're older than you can read it to them, but not just like a little older than you, a lot older. What we're working on this week is called fiction or nonfiction. We're trying to figure out if books are fiction. Fiction is totally made up, make believe, fantasy. Can't happen. We call that fiction. Nonfiction is real. We learn from it. It has facts. Well, yesterday we read the story called Snow is Falling, and that one was nonfiction because it had facts. We learned about snow and how snowflakes always have 6 sides and 6 points, and how snow can melt too fast in the spring and cause a flood and be dangerous, or a blizzard can be dangerous. But we also learned that snow melts into water, which is good for the plants and good for the grass and the trees, and the animals need that water to drink. So we learned some really cool, interesting facts. Well, I'm going to read this one today. It's called Snowmen at Night, and we're going to decide if this book is fiction or is it nonfiction. Snowmen at Night by Carolyn Buchner. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other until they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs, the pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Wahoo! They yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. Swinging and sliding and talking and playing and moving. What do you think? Fiction? Fiction is made up. It's fantasy. Can't really happen. Or is this book nonfiction? Nonfiction is the truth, the facts. We learn things. What do you think this one is? Fiction. Snowmen can't talk, and snowmen can't move, and snowmen can't play, and snowmen can't go sliding or swinging. So this is fiction, all made up.